welcome to Shambleville. We're in Shamblesville. We are in the midst of just flat out depression.
I say talk louder, probably.
All right. We are in the midst of flat out patheticness. We have an 8-game losing streak going with the football team. The Redskins have lost, what, 7 or 8 in a row?
Dude, they suck. I don't know, man, a lot.
And the basketball team got beat by 23 points by Iona.
What? When was this?
Like last week.
Okay, so you know what that is, dude. That's Nuclear Winter for DMV Sports.
I mean,
can you say anyone that... Let's put it this way. The most... the brightest future is... are the Nationals.
I know. The Caps are in the midst of struggling, but hopefully they'll be okay.
Oh, I think they'll fire Bruce before the All-Star break.
You think Bruce is gone?
I think he's gone.
You know, it seems to me is that if Mike Green is out, they lose, and if he's in, they win.
He's always out, though.
Of late he has been.
He's fragile. He's like a Fabergé egg.
Yeah, but at least he doesn't have Sidney Crosby's porn star mustache.
Porn star mustache. Porn stash. All right, so keep on going here.
You know, it's just so those are the magic numbers: 23, 7, and 8. And that is basically losses of epic proportions that we've never had here before. I mean, there's no incentive to go to any games.
You know, Mike.
You know, how's that Jets ticket doing?
That's the only one I have left, though. Mike was able to get someone for the Patriots one. That's the last one, man.
Look what brings a smile to his face finally. It's the fact that he only has one more Redskin ticket to get rid of.
Yes. All right. So solutions. I don't care. Why don't you go with the? I thought this was all Maryland. So why don't you go with Maryland football? Because I want to hear what you think can be done. Everything else is a mess.
Well, they have to give him another year, and they're going to give him another year to see what happens. And if you want to be a glasses half full kind of a person, you can say they had a lot of injuries on defense. They had to play a lot of kids who are freshmen on defense, and that maybe next year, if they were good recruits, then they'll develop. So that's the half full side of it. I'm willing to give Turgeon some time, man. Gary left the cupboard bare. So I'm willing to give Turgeon some time, and from what I've seen, at least, or heard, you know, around in terms of recruiting and ability, he'll be okay. But this football thing is just, I don't even know when they're playing. I don't even look. That's how low it is.
The post-game show on the way over here, whoever the guy is on ESPN, who's said he's been doing it for years, tried to say that they've got some good recruits and coming in, or verbal commitments, but they're all like 3 stars. So that's what's considered good for the program. They said the best chance they had to do something is I don't know if he's a defensive or offensive lineman from downtown, but he's like the top-rated one in that position in the country. He's like a 5-star recruit, and it's down between Maryland and LSU. And his parents really apparently like Maryland. But, you know, that's not going to happen.
Why would you go to Maryland instead?
Well, his parents might be doing that to be like, well, we'll keep him down the street. But, you know, if he's that good of a player, why wouldn't you go to LSU and be a really great draft pick and have a career playing football instead of going to Maryland and becoming...
Suffering through 8-game losing streaks?
You have a bunch of guys in the NFL, though, but it's not from this... regime.
We were up 41-14.
And what were you texting? What were you texting when they were up by that?
How were we gonna blow it?
Yeah, man. Look, everyone knew they were gonna lose this. Twitter was blowing up with the whole Fire Edsel hashtag. But that happens every week. The dude is just.
I mean, I just get the sense that he's in over his head, and I mean, through Jim Zorn.
What?
Jim Zorn was in over his head.
Oh, yeah. But he was hired as the offensive coordinator.
But he was in over his head. Yeah. I get the same feeling
for Edsel?
With Edsel, that he's in over his head.
Okay. So, dude gets another year. I guess they see if...
Nobody goes.
No one's going to go next year.
They play for Towson State.
Well, maybe they should go D2.
We're going to have like 4 games next year against like directional schools.
Don't they already have next year's schedule kind of set? Like they know who they're going to play, it just has to be laid out when?
They might still have an open game or two.
Maybe they could be like Notre Dame and play Air Force and Army and, you know, the Coast Guard and here comes the
Well, we don't want to play Navy right now because Navy will beat us.
Navy sucks too.
Navy
Play Army. How about we play the
Okay, now we're picking the really bad teams that we could play so that we might actually win a couple games before we get into conference.
Yeah.
How did we beat Miami?
They had a bunch of guys suspended, and we started well, and Danny O'Brien was still playing okay. He hadn't been wrecked yet.
Well, now he's hurt. So
he's not coming back.
He's hurt.
Yeah, but even then, he could go somewhere else and play in a system that is more suited to his talent, or a coach that will adjust your system to fit
he's
your
definitely.
talent.
He's going to be gone. That's right. He graduates.
And then what's his face? C.J. Brown can't throw.
At all.
No, he's not a quarterback. He's a guy that sometimes throws the ball, but is a running back. A white running back.
So it's just really, it's depressing.
I gotta be honest, I thought you'd be more fired up.
Well, here's my question.
I thought you were gonna be like
I
slamming
want
the
to know.
table and like
I want to know
throwing
what you're going to
stuff.
say. You know what started all this was what you would say if the Terrapin Club called you this week.
I thought you. I would want Kevin Anderson to call me on behalf of the Terrapin Club and explain to me why I should give money to them when he and Edsel are making good money, and Gary Williams is still making like $400,000 a year from the school.
And they're cutting sports.
But they're cutting programs. Like, how do you even take that money or not turn around and just give that money right back and say, here, we can save track and field or something like that? I'm not giving any more money to these jerks.
Track and field is gone?
There's some swimming ones gone. I think
Yep.
there's a running one gone.
The
Or they're
Gymkhana
giving them a
Gymkhana team is gone.
You know
What?
Gymkhana's
Well,
gone.
that's Midnight Madness. That's what they live for, right?
And that's like their Super Bowl.
That is a Midnight Madness.
But nobody goes to midnight. I'm not even paying attention to the basketball, which is worse. And the Terps, I now watch the football just to see how bad the disaster
And to
is
see the
gonna be.
uniforms. I like those uniforms today.
Today's unis were great.
They were hot.
We
They were hot.
suck, but we got good unis.
They were the second best ones they wore all year.
Thank God for Under Armour. I really wouldn't have watched the game. That's what got me watching it. But you telling me the unis were good.
Yeah, well, we said this before. If they made shelmets in all the different colors, then they would be able to mix it up even more. Right? That'd be pretty money. I think
Yeah,
I'd
black
like it.
shelmet would look good.
Black shelmet, gold shelmet, red shelmet.
So, in closing, the only thing
In summary.
that we can say that's good are the unis.
Well, okay, so as far as just everything goes, as far as teams that you care about, there's no one really to watch until the spring. NBA's coming back now in like a month, but who cares, man? I was actually kind of hoping they were going to miss the whole year.
I mean, the Wizards aren't going to be any good, so what's the big deal?
All right.